The last little thing we do to complete this project is we'll take gouache. I got some gouache here. I use just white, titanium white gouache, and I will take and mix phthalo blue with ultramarine blue. Okay. Now, one thing you need to understand about the gouache painting, okay, when it dries darker than what you see in the palette, which is opposite of what the transparent watercolor does, okay? Your transparent watercolor, when it goes on, it looks beautiful, but when it dries, when the paper opens up and accepts it, it loses some of its vibrancy. Okay, so what we have to remember on here is we need to keep this as light as we can, okay? Okay, here we go. Right here. Okay. I use separate brushes for this, and also you can see in my palette, I put the lid on my palette here, and I'm mixing the wells on top of it. This is strictly opaque, and I don't want to get it contaminated with my transparent watercolor or my semi-opaques, okay? Okay. It's a long drawn out process, but we get a wonderful result. And we'll grab some tissue here, and we can start up here. Okay. Now, remember I told you you can correct here. I want to come down and make a jog there. Oh, I forgot one thing. But I can take care of it. I don't have to worry. That can dry, and I can gosh darn go back to it next week, and it will be just fine. Always in the West, they're birds. Okay. There. Okay, now by the time I get over to them, they'll be just fine. Okay, now I'll come over here and I'll just start painting up here. Okay, what I'll try to do is I will try and cover up all the paper. The only white I'll have is on my birds here, and I'll show you how that works here when I get over there to them. Okay, so just apply the paint. Now watch this stuff dries. It's going to dry a whole lot lighter than when it goes on. So remember that in your application here, okay? I might have got the top. Okay, watch this. Coming down here. We're coming into this area here, okay? We're coming into there, okay? And wherever there's a little jog, I like to make an indentation there, okay? Just like that, okay? Just like that. Coming up here, like that. Up here like this. Like that. Get rid of that white. Coming down here and over and down. And down like that. But look at how strong a color you get here, folks. You get a wonderful strong color. And that's what I'm after with the gouache. Always before, when I use transparent watercolor, the blue of my sky would be messing up with the rock formations, and I would just have a total mess. Okay, here we go. Okay, looking at my color, that should do it. Okay, over here, touch that. I need to come up here and I need to go like that. I need to come over here and go like that, down like that, down like that, and down. There we go. Look at this nice little area here where I'm getting some neat things. Oop, darn it. I have to come in here, be very careful here. Any mistake you make, you have to live with it. So be very careful there, okay? Down in this area here to there. Okay, coming over here. I like that even better. It was almost too uniform there. So let's bring this down into here. Okay. Coming across, picking up more paint, coming back in, picking up there. Come down into here and hook over to there and up around here, back down and there. Okay. I'll hook back there. I like that. Now these little areas of white there, I'm going to leave them alone. I'm just going to say, hey, that's good enough. Now for my birds. I'm going to leave one wing white and the other one dark, okay? It makes a very nice, it's a simple way to depict birds, and there are plenty of birds out here. like that. I'll come down here like this, being very careful, and then I will just leave a white like right there. See that? Look at that nice bird there. And if you leave that little white there, you'll be surprised at how well it looks. Okay, I'll come down here. I'll be doing the same thing here. Okay, coming over here, pick this up over here, down like this, up like that, like that, like that. Pull this into there, come it straight down and over. I can do that, and I can have a real small one right here. Like that and like that. Okay, great. Now, that's all I'll do to that area there. I need to come in and pick up some of this extra paint I have here and redistribute it. Okay, coming back to here. Next, we just fill all this in. It becomes mundane, you just fill it in. And when I do it this way, I mix a little at a time. I have a different colored mix, and so when this dries, there won't be a uniform pattern across there. I'll have different blues going across there. And did you see that last brush stroke? I need to bring that all the way over to here to make it work. Okay. Now, let's start up at the very top and come this way. Come down into everything here. Like this. Coming down. Make sure all the white's covered. You don't want to leave any white. Okay. Coming over to here. Okay. There we go. I should have enough mix there to where it does it all. Okay. Okay. Bring this down. Come over here. Hook it into there. Now, watch what I do over here. I need to come back into this area right here. I like to work out on this here. Okay, I need to come over here, come down. I had too much on my brush. Come over here, pick that up again. Come down into here, and I'm going into my PJs now, my pinion and junipers. And I'll go around like that. Come up here like that. Like that. Come on over and just work my way. I could put a raisin there if I wanted to. That tells the viewing public that there's a hole in the tree foliage, and so it's a raisin. They call it a raisin. Okay. There we go. Come up to there. Into here. Around. And down into here. You can make a reshape of your tree shape if you want to. It's no big deal. There we go. I'm coming around over to here and into here and into here. Now, to make this work, folks, we need to do two things. We need to grab a little here, okay? And what I want here is I want just a little sparkler in there. That's all it is just a little sparkler. If I put one in there, and I'll put one there just like that. Also, too, I'm going to move and put a few of the little tree shapes in here with this color. And then I'll move down into here, and I like to move some down into this area too that will kind of have a very, very nice. I'll put a couple in here. I don't want to overdo it. Okay, like this. Now, it's a good idea when you use this to come over here and put a little down in the foreground here. Okay, I see when I put this in here, I was a little overzealous in my treatment of this, and I covered up all the wonderful blue I had. So what we can do here is we can come back in and we can make blue from the sky here like that. Okay, let's come over here. The same thing applies here. Just put it in like that. You don't need to do the whole thing across here, but what we will do is we'll put in something like this, like that. Put a raisin, and then one more time right there. I still need to come up here, and if there's a little white area, I will put a little, like a little bush. It could be anything. And we're going off through the composition like right there. Okay. Now, all we need to do now is sign the painting. Okay. I will go back to my regular palette. I will take my brush that I signed my work with, and I will sign it using this water. I don't want to contaminate that because I want to keep that as far away from the inside of my palette as I can possibly make it. Okay. Once the contamination is in your transparent colors, you basically have to get rid of everything to get it out of there. Okay, now here we go. I'm going to sign my name right here. It needs something here. So what we do is we'll just put our name on there. Here we go. Like that. And since I have some red, let's put a red window right here. That should work nicely. Okay, that will complete this project.